Full and uncut versions available on Patreon. Check in the description below.
Greetings once again, pirates on the high seas. Duuz-Diz-Din back again with more of One Piece, where in the previous episode, we saw the aftermath of Ginny's kidnapping. As 2 years passed, Kuma growing more reckless as he continues to fight side by side with the revolutionary. That is up until Ginny is released after becoming ill with something called sapphire scales. Returning back to the Sorbet Kingdom after contacting the revolutionaries, Kuma takes off knowing where she'd be. Unfortunately, Kuma doesn't hear Ginny's last words as she passes away before he arrives. And why did Ginny make her way all the way back to Sorbet? Well, to make sure that her daughter, born in the interim of her kidnapping, made it to safety. And so Kuma did his best to raise Bonnie as her father, only for Bonnie to eventually develop the very same disease her mother did. And to make matters worse, Kuma ends up finding out that Bonnie wouldn't live to see her 10th birthday. And adding fuel to the fire is King Bakori, back to his old ways of trying to enslave those that he considers less desirable. Kuma's rage is boiling over. What'll happen next? Join me as I find out, won't you? Oh, to save his daughter, Kuma the Timid Pacifist. There you go, pacifist in your face! Once again, Sorbet is in chaos. Well, the poorer area, she is back. And Kuma just out there saving people, as many as he can. Jeez. And that's so many people losing their homes. Nah, Kuma will always try his best to save. A young child begging for their mother. Yep, no, he wouldn't even hesitate. He'd be damned if another child loses their parent. In a country far to the east, the same approach was successful. Freaking Gray Terminal. God! See, the whole situation with Gray Terminal was already bad enough, but to know that it didn't set a standard for what other nations would think to do. Disgusting. Just disgusting. And we didn't even get to know the king who set all that in motion either. I mean, he's dead now. Oh god. Beautiful and free of garbage. Ugh. God, you gotta love these, like, freaking masked up suck-ups. Just those painted on smiles for the sake of the people, the country, and the happiness of the population. Yeah. Protesters have gathered at the castle. Murderers. Yeah, I love that even the other citizens are just like, what the heck are you doing, man? No. Oh, God. Jeez. Shoot 4 or 5. Oh God. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Who's that? Come on, guys. Come on. I know it's been a while, but did you really forget? Then again, what has it been? Like over a decade? Close to a decade? When all this, when the previous stuff went down? Oh my god. He got just enough time to get out that last sentence. She can't even go out in the moonlight. My god. Is that gonna be okay? He's a big chicken. Oh, Bonnie. Always thinking that her dad was such a gentle creature, and he is, and when he has to. Jesus, such a turnaround from the last time he did this. Whereas before he was captured because he didn't really have any battle experience. He's got the experience now. Having a hardy body can only get you so far, but having the skill to back up having such a strong body? Kuma is a one-man army. I'll grant you the area that I burned down. Rid of the human garbage. Oh no. Wait, this wasn't in the... Oh my god. Oh, that was not in the manga, but... Oh, yeah, no, that would have set Kuma off just even further. A moment like that? Oh no. Kuma's already got a hair trigger when it comes to this kind of stuff. And to have... Oh, dude. Oh. Oh, man. Oh. And immediately goes for a gun. See, that might have worked on him years ago. Your words are just as empty as your head, Bakori. You know what'll happen if you attack a king? The world government won't tolerate this. Jesus. Jesus! I know that happened, but my God, this incident would be known as the Solar Revolution of the Sorbet Kingdom. Holyland Marijaw, the king of Sorbet, has been replaced. By whom? By who? Kuma! Unable to refuse people's wishes, he became the king who keeps living in the old church. King Kumachi. Oh. I love that. Yeah, it's just like in the manga. You just see her running in the foreground. It's Mr. Bulldog who's actually running the country. See, and there you go. Kuma the Tyrant is born. The king who doesn't even... It's just like, look, I don't even want to be king. Mr. Bulldog is actually running things. It's just to make people feel better. So Bulldog was the previous king. Being poor sucks, but it's better than the alternative. Where's Bonnie? Yeah, about that. Where did she go? She even looks like Ginny. My 10th birthday, I'll set out to see with Dad. And just like that, transformation. Tell me, Papyrus, when did you eat it? Yes, when did she eat it indeed? Double fruit encyclopedia. Maybe it's the age fruit? Where'd she get it? Oh, give it a try. Bonnie, I don't know if my heart can keep taking this. May I have an audience with you, Kuma? Turned into an old lady. That's not her. Princess Bonnie. Bulldog. Bulldog, former king 2 generations ago of the Sorbet Kingdom. My mother is a... That's right, it's his mother. Oh my God. Right. Queen Dowager Connie. Oh, right. God, how is she still alive? Actually, do we know how old Connie is? Because Bulldog's already old. But then you got Connie, who looks even older than her... Well, actually around the same age as her son, almost. Oh, wait, in current time, she's only 76? I'm sorry, lady. Time has not been kind to you. Because we know plenty of other 76-year-old people in the series who are, actually, Suru. Yeah, how old is Suru? 76, yeah. It's funny that someone the exact same age comes to mind. Because it's just like, Suru, she looks her age, more or less, but, man, I gotta guess you, like, some people just shrink when they get older, which is actually true. You know, older ladies, they tend to just get real small after they start getting up there in age. Connie, former Queen Dowager. Apologies. Aw. Immediately hit it off. Evil dictator. Yep, here comes the slander. Fake news, if you will. He burned down a village. Bakori's behind us. Yep. Bakori lived. Despite everything. It shows how much of a cockroach that guy was. There's the world government on his side. They'll come back for the throne. Warships are being prepared. Yeah, he's trying to... Bakori's out there slandering Kuma's name to the rest of the world so that when he comes back, he can do whatever he wants. And nobody in the outside will stop him. Oh, he'll definitely kill you all this time. And if he comes back, I'll destroy everything he has to offer. I love the idea of Kuma adjusting his glasses. I know it's such a simple thing, but I don't know. Kuma just looks good. You know, you're giving him so much character and personality. It's such a contrast to when I first was introduced to him. Well, not so much when we were first introduced to him. He was such a non-character then, when he showed up with Doflamingo. More so in Thriller Bark. That's when you really kind of got a bit of a glimpse of Kuma. And it's just like, you didn't really know how to take him. You know, he seemed honorable, but he still really messed people up. Yeah, I'll take out Bakori. Bulldog, you take over. And he is the former king. Oh! She did it. I need you to look after Bonnie. Oh. That's Connie, dude. Listen to Bulldog and Connie, Bonnie. Gotta do it to protect the country. I love how gentle he is with her. So Kuma set off. You got some nerve coming back here, old man. How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man? Dang, big boys. And then you got Kuma on this little ship. Kill him. He's a tyrant. Oh, dude, the animation. Oh, that face. Oh my god. Oh my god. Jesus. Holy crap. Naturally, after sinking all the ships. It's like, dude, come on. Do you think he'd have any issues here? See, And you would assume that Picori is finally dead after this, but honestly, you would have thought he would have been dead from the last two situations. So if Picori is still alive out there somewhere, let us never find out. First bounty. The pizza's done, Bonnie. Kuma saved this country. Yeah. Bonnie doesn't care about Kuma being a hero. She just wants her dad. He wants to become a pirate too. Oh, was it the Tyrant Kingdom? Where he sent Chopper? Kuma traveled all over the world, searched for a cure. Can't be exposed to light. See, I love that they're immediately very sympathetic to the plight. Where eventually Mihawk would settle down. Oh right, he ran into Abdul and Jeet. Just bam. And that's what tells me that Picori potentially survived that situation, because we run into Abdul and Jeet a few years later. Not even a decade later we run into them in Dressrosa on Karakuri Island. 5 years to live. Yeah, okay. So 5 years. So 7 years later, that's when you run into Abdul and Jeet, Tequila Wolf. I guess this is a place he liberated with the fire in the background. I can't remember. Would this have been the place where Brooke was sent? I don't know. The clothes they're wearing don't look familiar. Oh, and he actually met Herodes too. Cool. And Heracles. And that's soft guitar music in the background too. It sounds like something out of Cowboy Bebop. Dang. Oh, hey, the revolutionaries. Hey, Bello Betty and Morley. So they really just bumped into each other, huh? Even Izuma were imprisoned. Ever since he left the revolutionaries, he's become a king, a tyrant, and a pirate. We didn't believe any of what they said. Okay, can I become captain of the Eastern Forces? Why ask? Dragon said only if Kuma allows it. Held vacant in Ginny's honor. Again, another thing that shows there is a softer side to Dragon. He really doesn't put it forward that much, though. I don't know. I really want to delve more into Dragon's history, because still at this point, I still don't know anything. And with what's come out in the manga more recently, time of recording, I'm interested to know if there's anything, if he had any involvement with God Valley or whatever. Because where I'm at, I really don't know. But I know a lot of God Valley stuff has been coming out. The leader of the Eastern Forces, a sharp-tongued woman? All for it. Sabo and Koala want to see you. Great to have comrades. I want to go back to the army, but yeah. I want to talk to you about Bonnie. Dr. Vegapunk. The sad thing is, it's not a spoiler to say that, this sets him on the path to what eventually would become a Kuma. But honestly, who else but Dr. Vegapunk could have cured Bonnie? Even if it came with repercussions, Kuma would probably choose the path that he went down every time if it meant saving Bonnie. And I feel like Dragon really didn't know what was going to end up happening to Kuma in the end. Not someone you can normally easily meet. So with him moving from Punk Hazard, this is the best time. Can he cure Bonnie? Maybe. Later, Kuma. He almost gave up. I can only wonder what Dragon's thoughts were after he next ran into Kuma, after everything that had happened. Like, does he regret sending Kuma to Vegapunk? But Bonnie was still cured, though. It was a terrible position to be in. If Bonnie gets better, I want to fight with you again. Ooh, let the winds of fate carry us where they will, my friend. The winds of fate, huh? No Lindbergh or Karasu, though. I wonder if that's significant. Oh, Bonnie, I'm back. Winnie's the other. She's steadily been training. It's cool to actually see that she's actually grown strong, even as a child. Because it's not really a spoiler at this point, but she became a member of the worst generation at 10 years old. That's insane. Like, one of the youngest characters out there. It really does go to show that, just because the likes of Tama and Momonosuke were so young, then given a little bit of more time and training, shoot, they might be able to join Luffy in a couple of years. I'm taking you out to sea. Just carrying the girl in a barrel. Navy Science Group Laboratory 8, later known as Egghead. Oh god, actually seeing him with his head attached. Never seen someone like you before. I was thinking the same. God, you should not be at that level. That is And him saying, what a magnificent build. You to study your muscles in the name of science. I watch your body. Look at that head. Gross. What a sassy brat. I don't hate it though. I love how he looks in close and she just pushes his face away. Because that is something a child would absolutely do. Just, bro, back off. Sorry, I kind of need to see that again. That's adorable. And it's just push. Then what'll keep it from spreading? It's curable. Yep. And she's just over there playing with Sentomaru's axe. It's so wild to know they all had this kind of relationship. You know, Bonnie knowing Sentomaru and stuff. But it's just like, it doesn't contradict anything because they never ran into each other in Sabondi. Like, that's such interesting avenue. Create stem cells and transplant them. It'll take a lot of time and money, like creating a cyborg. She's gonna be a cyborg? No, it'll cost as much as to create a cyborg. Which is actually saying something. Like, goddamn. It's essentially kind of like curing cancer, basically. Oh, are you a buccaneer? Yeah. Hey, I'm with the government, man. Yeah, but I trust Dragon. What makes me so special anyway? Yeah, honestly, I don't have enough information to tell you what makes you so special. Clones. Yeah, the right person to make clones. Donate your blood, you give me permission to create clones, and you won't have to pay for Bonnie's procedure. It's not like you got money, right? Yeah, there's that little shady side of Vegapunk, and he specifically isn't intending to do anything bad with it. It's just the way he goes about it that makes you go, You can see that little hint of Lilith in there. Decline. What are they for? These clone soldiers. Attack of the clones. I wanted to shoot laser beams. All to stop pirates. To save the weak. Become heroes. See, his views are so idealistic. Like, there's nothing inherently bad about it. And you gotta remember, it's just like, despite the fact that, you know, we, the viewers, come to be intimidated by the pacifistas, the idea, like, most pirates are not good people. Like, that's the thing. Mighty warriors of future. Dragon said, what? Yeah, he said you're driven by desires and trustworthy. That's what he said. Whippersnapper. He's okay with them saving people's lives. Yeah, Dragon will hate all this. You're like, yeah, but I'm fine with it. As long as it saves Bonnie. Even if Bonnie can survive, I wouldn't care if you were the devil themselves. You're a saint. Speaking of saints, what good is a weapon if it doesn't kill? Vegapunk doesn't know how to make the most of an opportunity. See, I love it too, because there was always this question, because there were elements of Vegapunk that made him seem like such a great and altruistic person, and then some of the stuff that his creations would do, or how they were incorporated, it's just like, this makes him feel like the greatest evil in the world. But there's a lot of nuance to it. And I find myself wondering, did Oda always have that in mind, that there would be many facets to Vegapunk as a person? Or was it something that he came up with over time? It's hard to say. But it's a great way of getting around the inconsistencies of Vegapunk's creation. I've got an idea. I'm no saint, I'm just a pacifist. And thus, you use that for the name of the warriors of the future, the pacifistas. Just love how everything comes together, because that's one of the most fun elements. Like, people complain all the time about retcons, but I don't mind a retcon if it's interesting, or it adds an interesting bit of context. Oh, not every story has to completely adhere to where it was always supposed to go. And just because you are not satisfied with where something ends up, that doesn't always mean that the original idea would have been executed as well, just because you like where that avenue would have gone. Because you might have seen it and it would have been like, yeah, I like it, but the elements of it wasn't that interesting. But man, I just really love how so many things just keep coming together. Like, Oda's one of the biggest wizards when it comes to this, and it's why I loved a creator called Ian Flynn when he worked on the Sonic books, because he took various unrelated elements in the book and connected them, threaded them together, made stuff that seemed so distant and far apart that much closer together. And that's why I ended up loving the Sonic Archie books back in the day. So, I mean, it just makes the world feel that much bigger. And in my opinion, that's never a bad thing. You know, Oda has his ups and downs, his good and bad, but even when he does things I don't really care for or outright hate, he's earned enough goodwill for me to just keep going, almost no matter what. It would take something pretty big for me to ever dislike One Piece.